Hey there tech fans, Rick here again from the OREI team. In today's video, I'll show you how you can easily share all of your HDMI media content from one location with a second remote location somewhere else in your home up to 165 feet away over a single Cat6 or Cat7 LAN cable. Here's the scenario. You have a media player in your living room that you use to enjoy your content, but you'd also like to enjoy that content in an upstairs bedroom or maybe downstairs in the den, and you can't just string an HDMI cable between those locations because of the distance limitation. This product fixes that issue because what it does is connect to the media device at that first location and turn that HDMI signal into a signal that can be sent across the LAN cable to the remote location and then turn back into an HDMI signal for display in that monitor. So it allows you to easily extend that media content anywhere you need to inside your home over a standard LAN cable. And the best part about this particular kit is it also provides a set of infrared blasters that will collect up the remote control signals from that second location and pass those back digitally over that same LAN cable to the primary location where they're rebroadcast. So you can effectively remotely control the content you're watching. You can fast forward, you can rewind, you can pause. So it gives you flexibility at that second location that you normally only have at the primary location. Now, as part of this overview, I'd like to start with a quick unboxing first, just to show you everything that's included with this particular product. And then I'll take a closer look at the transmitter module and the receiver module and explain the connections and indicators so you understand how to use the product. I'll also do a quick demonstration to show you just how simple this product will be to use with your own equipment, and then I'll come back one more time and point out some of the special features this product provides. Now, before I get into the actual unboxing, let me talk about some of the specs. So this product fully supports 4K ultra high definition media content. It also is both HDMI 2.0B as well as HDCP 2.2 compliant, which means it's pretty much plug and play with all of your modern media equipment. It also includes a set of infrared blasters, which again provides that remote control. And this particular unit, which is the OREI UHD-EX165EA-K, also includes both ARC and eARC as well as SPDIF audio connections. So again, it'll work with most of your modern equipment. All right, so let me get started with the unboxing next. So when you first open up the box, you'll find a transmitter module and a receiver module. The transmitter module is located where your media content is at your primary location, and the receiver module is located at that secondary site where you'd like to enjoy the content. You'll also find two 5-volt 2-amp DC power supplies. You can simply plug this end into any standard wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it, which plugs directly into the modules and provides all the power you'll need for operation. You'll find a set of infrared blasters, again, that provide that remote control. These are labeled, so make sure you plug them into the transmitter and receiver and they line up with that particular module. You'll find a set of brackets as well you can use to mount these modules up off the ground and out of the way. And finally, a full instruction manual is included that lists connection diagrams, specifications, and a lot of other really good information about how to use this kit that you'll want to understand in order to use it correctly. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll take a closer look at both modules, I'll do the demonstration, and then I'll come back and point out a couple of special features that this product provides that you can use to compare it to other HDMI extension kits you may be considering. The kit includes two different modules, a transmitter module that's located at your primary site wherever the media content is you'd like to share, and a receiver module that's located at your secondary site where you'd like to enjoy that content. Both of these feature full metal enclosures, which make them incredibly durable and really a great choice for both residential or commercial installations. Let's start with the transmitter module first. On either side of the cabinet, you'll find these ventilation slots that are really designed to let any heat that develops during Operation escape and keep the electronics inside at a comfortable temperature. On the bottom of the unit, you'll find mounting holes that can be used with the included bracketing kit to mount these modules up off the ground and out of the way. On the side of the transmitter module is a bank of EDID switches that can be used to adjust the input frame rate and resolution to match your display, and those are fully explained in the manual. On the one end of the module, you'll find a USB-C port that's labeled service, and that's used for updating firmware on the module if needed later on. You can simply connect this to your computer and move the new firmware file over to the module if needed. To the right of that is a full-sized HDMI port labeled input. This connects to the media device you'd like to share the content from with your remote location. Always use a high-quality cable for that connection. To the right of that is an SPDIF optical output port. This unit can operate with either eARC or ARC audio or SPDIF audio. And depending on how you have the switch set at the remote location, you can choose to use either one of these for your audio. On the other end of the unit, starting on the left, you'll find a LAN port. That's where one end of the Cat6 or Cat7 cable between the transmitter and receiver plugs in. To the right of that are two infrared blaster ports, input and output. And on the case of the transmitter, you're going to plug the infrared blaster into the output port because it's going to transmit those remote control signals from that remote location. And to the right of that is a power port, and that's used with the included power supply. You can simply plug that power supply into any standard wall outlet. The other end of that cable has a barrel connection on it, which plugs in right there and provides all the power you'll need for operation. And next to that is a power LED. Once you add power, the module starts an internal power on self-test where it checks the electronics, and once it passes that test, it'll light that LED, letting you know it's ready to use. The receiver module, very similar. Metal enclosure, ventilation slots on both sides, mounting holes on the bottom for the bracketing kit. And on the side of this one, you'll find the switch I'd mentioned before that allows you to select between eARC audio or PDIF audio, and you can make your choice right here. On the end of this module, again very similar, you'll find another USB-C port for firmware updates, another full-sized HDMI port labeled output. This connects to the monitor at that remote location that you'd like to use to enjoy the content from the primary location. The SPDIF connection, again for audio if you'd like to do that through an optical connection. On the other end of the unit, another LAN port. This is where the other end of that Cat6 or Cat7 cable from the transmitter plugs in. Two more infrared blaster ports. Now in the case of the receiver, you'll plug the infrared blaster into the infrared in port, and it'll collect up the remote control signals from that location and pass those back over this LAN connection to the primary location so you can remotely control the content you're watching. Another power port for the second power supply, and another power LED. Again, the minute you add power, it starts an internal power on self-test and will illuminate that LED when it's ready to use. That's pretty much it for the pair. Now I'll show you just how easy it'll be to use this product to share your media content to another room anywhere in your home. And for this demonstration, over here I've set up a small media player that's currently connected to this monitor, and I'm looping a video, and that's the media content I'd like to share with that second location. This monitor here represents that second location somewhere else in your home. So this might be your family room, and this might represent a downstairs den or an upstairs bedroom. And these can be up to 165 feet apart. In front of me, I have the transmitter module here, which connects up to your media device, and the receiver module here that connects up to a monitor at that secondary location. And the first connection I'll make is from the media device directly to the transmitter, and I'll do that by disconnecting the HDMI cable on the monitor and plugging that directly into the HDMI input port on the transmitter. And now I can add power. I've already plugged in that first power supply. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it, which plugs directly into the DC input port. And we're set there. And now we can connect the receiver module up at that secondary location. I have another HDMI cable connected to this monitor, and I'll plug that into the HDMI output port, and I can add power at the remote site. I've plugged in that second power supply, and I'll plug that into the DC input port. Now both of these modules at this point are going through that power on self-test where they're checking the internal electronics to make sure everything is working okay. This one is also checking the resolution of my media device, and this one is checking the resolution of the monitor to make whatever adjustments are needed once they're connected to give you the best possible picture on that secondary monitor. And the only thing we're missing at this point is the LAN connection between them, which has to be a Cat6 or a Cat7 cable, but it can be up to 165 feet long. I've got a short cable here I'll use for that connection. I'll plug one end of it into the transmitter module and the other end of it into the receiver module. And the minute I make this connection, both modules are now aware of each other. They're handshaking over that LAN connection, adjusting resolution, and you'll see the image come up on this monitor in a second, and there you go. So what you're viewing here is HDMI media content from this player that's been converted into a signal that can be sent across this LAN cable up to 165 feet away and then converted back into an HDMI signal for display in this monitor. Now, one other feature I'd like to show you is the infrared control that allows you to remotely control the content from that secondary location where the media content is at the primary location. And the infrared blaster kits that are included make that happen. You'll plug this one into the receiver, into the infrared in port, just like that. And you'll plug this one into the infrared out port, just like that. And this one has a transmitter on the front of it that you'll put near the device you'd like to control. And this other unit right here, let me try and get that facing the unit, has a little sticky pad in the front that you can use to actually adhere it to the unit. And this is the one that picks up the receiver information. So at that remote location, I'm going to use a remote control like this. It's going to pick up the infrared signals, send those over that LAN cable, and rebroadcast them on the primary side. So if I click the remote, you'll see that you can see the menu come up there, and I can actually pause that unit. So if you're in this secondary location, you have complete remote control over the content from the primary location, again, 165 feet away. And that's a really important feature to look for when you're interested in an HDMI extension kit like this one. And it really is just that easy to get it working. I hope that closer look and demonstration were helpful in showing you just how flexible and effective the OREI UHD-EX165EA-K HDMI extension kit really is. This product makes it super simple for you to share any type of HDMI media content from one location with a second remote location somewhere in your home up to 165 feet away over a single LAN connection between those two locations. And the best part about this particular kit is that it fully supports 4K ultra high definition media content, and it's both HDMI 2.0B as well as HDCP 2.2 compliant, which means it's plug and play compatible with a wide range of modern media equipment. It also includes a set of infrared blasters, which is something you should look for in any HDMI extension kit because that provides complete remote control of the content from that second location. So you can use a remote control to fast forward, rewind, or pause the media, and even turn things on and off because the remote control signals from that second location are picked up by the receiver, transmitted across that LAN cable to the primary site, and rebroadcast so you're effectively remotely controlling your content. Everything you need to get started is included with the kit, and it's a very simple product to use. So until next time, thanks an awful lot for watching.